architecture of the mind for taking that sensory stimulus and integrating it in a way that gives us clarity. These ideas about summoning our will, there's a lot of research that shows that every decision we ever make arises from a multitude of chemical interactions that impact the way and the routes that neurons signal the physio responses to the environment, the internal environment, as well as the external environment. In ways that are not of our control, which is why they say you don't have completely free will. You are a product of the culture, of your genetics, and we as a society, we all hold some responsibility for the dominant culture's evolution that we have participated in bringing about to the present day over the course of our lives. This is one reason why minors are not held as accountable as adults. Their minds are still developing. Now, it does not mean that we don't emphasize and we don't give them the reasons to justify this virtuous approach. We don't justify the values of a peaceful, collaborative, calm approach to solving problems, the existential problems that we all face, and the external problems that we all face. The existential resolution, the ecological resolution, they must be joined. They reinforce each other. I can't stress that enough. When you begin to actualize these ideas about approaching these problems that are universal, the pollution problem can only be fought with everyone pulling together. A massive action food foresting program is the only way to enlist each and every one of us. Pay the people to do the right thing. Incentivize enlightened living. Incentivize intelligence. Pay the people to be intelligent and to pursue an understanding of the complexities of the world and the life of the mind as the solution to synthesizing what's lacking, which are policy changes, which are philosophical approaches to using capitalism to maximize value. Sometimes we don't know what we want. Think about the obesity crisis. Think about the sedentary lifestyle crisis. Think about the opioid crisis. Think about the crisis in people's sense of purpose and in their sense of mission. We have millions of people who don't care about living for God. We have millions of people who don't care about how much pain they endure, how much discomfort they endure. That is preferable to dealing with the problems and the responsibilities of adulthood. If we cannot inculcate a willingness and a want to take on the challenges of the world, to face them down. This is one thing about cold treatment. This is one thing about facing that shower of cold water. You have to consciously go into it. You have to courageously go into that challenge with the mindset of, I don't care how difficult this life may be, but I am going to face it. I am going to contender. I am going to fight. I am not going to submit to gravity or the ridicule of my community. I'm going to live, I'm going to pursue understanding and the realest, the most true truth that can be understood, that can be recognized and distilled and differentiated. That's what I'm in pursuit of. And strangely enough, I'm pro-conformity. What does that mean? I'm pro-conforming to the body's dimensions. I'm pro-absolute conformity to the body's dimensions. And that requires a certain level of belief that we all possess a specific type of potential that is almost unlimited. And that's what the guitar is like a euthrone in facilitating. It can become a rifle substitute. It can become a spear substitute. It can become a sports substitute. You see how golf takes you down and then up, such that you're opening up one side of your chest a little bit more, and your retinas, your eyes are focusing close and then far, and you're watching it. You're watching that continuum. See, people don't understand what it is that they're doing that is reinforcing their thinking. They do it just because it's fun. They do it because they like the challenge. They do it because it's a new skill. Not because it's an aspect of this transformational experience of being alive. See, you don't even have to play a guitar. Just like you don't even have to use the euthrones. Reverse the ways that you flex your muscles. Slowly transition to these different ways of activating different muscles, different ways of supporting and making contact with these parts of the body that need to be activated and are simply neglected. We neglect our breath. We neglect our neck. We don't all have to have, blockheads. But there is something to strengthening and aligning your body such that these nerve signals can operate and can be transmitted as efficiently and as accurately as possible. That should not be up for debate. Are we trying to be our best selves? Are we trying not to waste our American privilege? I know I am. I think it's the moral duty of every American to consciously try to find ways in which they can participate in that process by which we maximize our privilege. Perfect your privilege. I might paint that on my truck. We need to compress towards our center and then from our center. Here are the keys. Move in slow motion. Breathe in these in a mirrored way. 5, 6, 7 seconds. Incremental expansions, elevations, descents.